Let's see.
So it was just too much to keep track of.
It was too boring to write after you'd done the outline.
In a word, yes. I did manage to salvage one sentence from it. That's all that survived.
Really?
Yes, it was about an airplane crossing the sky.
Well, I can see how that would be a problem.
It was a problem, yes.
But the Swedes would have loved it.
No, it wasn't humorous. I'm sorry.
So this brings me, I have to ask you, and I know you don't like to talk about the process of writing, or you write.
I'll talk about it, it's just kind of boring. I mean, you pick up the pen, the pencil, you sit at the keyboard, you go like this.
But how are you so prolific? I mean, this blog, the tweeting, I mean, it was amazing.
I know, that was such a mistake, I should never have gotten into. I mean
there's
the
like 30
is okay.
tweets from today.
No, there aren't.
No? 15?
No, that's somebody else.
Tweeting
I've only got 3.
Well, I thought I saw at least 12 today.
You're looking at the ones from yesterday and the day before.
Possibly.
You're looking at the RSS feed.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
Okay. Oh,
yes. No, my tweets.
Right, so
tweets from today were about the Chilean earthquake.
Yes.
So I've got first-hand information that I'm putting up there.
Which you passed
on my 140 characters and a picture. And my other tweet was about
my other tweet.
Yes, my other tweet of the day, my T of the D. we in Twitter condense things.
I know. I know.
You may not know that LMOAO
laughed my
own ass off.
Laughed my own ass off.
Good for you. So it goes like that on Twitter, quite a lot. So, but my tweet of the day was actually very complimentary to Toronto, because I put up a link to a piece in which Toronto has taken the lead in building bird-friendly new tall buildings that will not smush the birds in migration. That's only the new buildings. I've got to do something about the other ones, but it's a step.
So, given that you were tweeting, blogging, traveling, Virginia, Wisconsin, you've got to go to Germany to get the million, Europe.
No, you got confused.
But how do you write every day for 3 hours in the morning?
No, I don't. Sorry.
No continuous regimen.
Well, you can't. Not if you're in the airport. The airport puts you into a kind of somnambulistic limbo, in which you wander from booth to booth and looking for possibly a magazine or a Reese's peanut butter cup or a little package of healthy cashew nuts. I have my things that I will do in airports, and then there are other things I will not do in airports.
And you will not write in an airport?
I might if I missed my plane, but usually you get there just in enough time to wander about from booth to booth. And once you've done that, there isn't really 3 hours left.
So what is the secret of your production?
But you can write on the plane if you can keep your hands off the in-flight movies, which I usually can't. I watched Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and I also watched, to show that I'm a serious person, I watched The White Ribbon. Very good film. Ooh, creepy.
Harry Potter's not that bad either, I thought.
It was slightly confusing. That particular one. I think they skipped over a few of the plot elements a little too rapidly. Yeah. The first one was really good.
Yeah, that was the best one.
But I felt with the Half-Blood Prince that I should have gone back and kind of refreshed my mind as to what was going on. It's a bit like Lord of the Rings. I mean, it really helps to have read the books. It does.
Yeah, I always thought that C.S. Lewis's remark to Tolkien, I guess Tolkien used to read it to him every week, and C.S. Lewis used to sit there and light his pipe and listen, and after about the 9th week, C.S. Lewis, and Tolkien started to read, and apparently Lewis said, "I say, Tolkien, not another fucking elf." That was always my own thought.
The English have a very special relationship with these elves and fairies things, and there was quite a really good exhibit called Victorian Fairy Painting, which was at the Royal Academy, which, of course, having been once a Victorianist myself, I immediately rushed off and saw. And this leads in a direct line to Avatar. I mean, you know, if you've done Victorian fairy painting, you know this landscape. But I said to my English friends, so have you not been to see Victorian fairy painting at the Royal Academy? And they said, no, we're not going to that. We hate fairies. Nasty, pink, wriggly things. We hate them. So you're either pro or con.
Fairies.
In the world of the English, but we being Canadian can take a more objective connoisseur type view of them.
We allow them to cohabit.
Hobbit.
To cohabit. Touché. Now, I don't mean to return us to your writing or anything. I'm not trying to distract you. Both Oric and Craig and The Year of the Flood are about genetic engineering.
They've got genetic engineering in them because genetic engineering is with us even as we speak. Right. It's already happening.
Right. The underbelly of the internet is throughout them, the control over information. You are publicly nervous about the future. In fact, one of the characters, Adam 1, says, "We must now witness the end of our species, our time on Earth." Do you actually believe that?
Well, let's just go back a few paragraphs here. I'm nervous about the future, unlike anyone else in this room. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not suggesting it's irrational.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think we're all a bit nervous about the future at this point in time. Yeah. But let me remind you, first of all, that these books take place in the future, a place where no one has been. No one's actually been to the future. So anything you're writing about it now is theoretical. Just as when Dante wrote the Divine Comedy, he hadn't, I hate to break this to you, but he hadn't actually been to the Inferno, the Paradise, or the Purgatorio.
Get out.
He hadn't been there. he was making it up. So I also, and I don't like to disillusion you, but I make things up. And those things that I make up need not necessarily come true. They need not necessarily come true. I was horribly influenced by Scrooge as a child. And especially that scene at the end where he says to the ghost of Christmas yet to come, "Are these things fated? You know, can I change my path? If I change, will the end be different?" And he doesn't get an answer. But the answer is actually yes. Because then we see him changing himself, and he does change his future. So right now, we're in the same position. Need these things be unalterable? No. Of course you can change what's going on.